This makeshift refugee camp on the Serbian-Hungarian border used to be full of people. Now it's deserted. The drastic steps taken by the Hungarian government to deter the refugees, the soldiers and the high fence have had the desired effect, at least here in Horgosh. Two young men are holding out, Payman from Afghanistan and Farid from Iran. They've been living here in appalling conditions for over a year. The other refugees chose them to be their contact persons for the authorities. They're supposed to update the list of those refugees allowed to cross into Hungary and the European Union every day.
Until recently, families would have to wait in various holding camps here in Serbia for a year or more. Now, things are much worse. For the last 3 weeks, Hungary has only been allowing one person per day or one family a week to pass through. That increases the waiting period to 3 or 4 years. People here are depressed. They're gradually going crazy from having to wait so long. Nobody knows when they can go.
2 years ago, this camp in Serbia on the Hungarian border was badly overcrowded. It had no electricity or water. Only 15 refugees were allowed into Hungary through the Horgosh checkpoint per day. Hoping to provide some relief, aid organizations and the Serbian authorities moved the refugees to camps with better living conditions and further back from the border where it was easier to monitor them. At the same time, Hungary built a fence and made it harder to cross the border. Payman and Farid decided to stay here in one of the tents left behind. They've taken responsibility for informing their fellow refugees in case the border opens. They describe how the procedure works.
We pick up the family from the tent at 8 a.m. and they wait here another hour. Then the Hungarians call them and they can enter the country legally.
But a few weeks ago, the authorities stopped working together with these two refugees without explanation. Once a week, Payman visits his family in the camp in Subotica, 20 kilometers away. His little daughter Naya is overjoyed to see her father again. About 100 refugees are stranded here. Payman tells the people in the camp about the lack of communication from the Hungarians. Ahmed has a wife and 3 children already in Germany. He himself has been stuck here with his nephew and sister for over a year now.
I was so happy when I reached the border because I thought I'd be seeing my family soon. At the time, I didn't know what the procedure here was. They're really clamping down. First 60 people a week, then 30, and now just 1 a day.
The government in Budapest denies that it's forgotten about the refugees and their plight.
The Hungarian government affords protection to everyone who needs it. There's no decree that we only let one in per day. But if there's only one guy standing around there, why should we put 10 officials on it?
Outside the border fence at Horgosh, Farid and Payman are getting ready for another cold winter night. They never know when something could happen, and they might be needed.
I hope the ones who are honest will eventually find their way to a new life.
Neither of them would even think about giving up. Payman and Farid are adamant that their dream of Europe does not end at this border.
I'm warning you.